Gaming Titan here. Welcome back to another episode of World of Tanks. Almost got mixed up what game I was playing. World of Tanks, but we're in the Spähpanzer. Is that better? I hope that's closer to it. I always recognised there was an umlaut over the A, but I never knew what an umlaut was supposed to do. So I got picked up on my German pronunciation. However, I really like this tank, I suppose, and I was playing it over the last week, and I had people. Of course, we had the whole +1, -1 matchmaking to benefit from, and the no penetration. Now, I'm kind of easy on the whole +1, -1 matchmaking. I don't mind one way or the other. I probably would have minded a lot more, should we say, when I was starting out, but I don't mind at this stage. I'm used to either of the matchmaking, and I don't really notice much of a difference. I'm not so keen on the no RNG, at least not no RNG on penetration. Here we have yet another light tank YOLOing right into the middle of the enemy team. Anyway, he's going to suffer the fate of all such. Look, he didn't capsize the tank there on the wall. I probably would have in similar circumstances. It was worth it. It cost me a lot of hit points, but it was worth it. But anyway, to get back to the no penetration RNG, I personally feel that with situations like that, there's a lot of tanks that lose out. A lot of tanks with armour that is not reliable, kind of trollish armour. Things like the T95E2 or the Spähpanzer would be two examples that will come to mind in my head. They'll bounce a lot of shots, but they won't bounce everything, and they're not reliable. They're not like an IS-3 or something like that would just bounce everything that comes at it. But they rely on to a certain extent, they rely on the RNG for their protection and survival. And you remove RNG and penetration with those kind of tanks, and their survivability goes down a lot, especially their ability to handle a one-on-one fight with a tank that appears, a similar tiered tank, where they're suddenly now their armor will not bounce any shot in that kind of close quarter face-hugging situation, whereas before it probably might bounce 50% of them or something like that, and the other tank might have much better armor and actually bounce shots more reliably, and their alpha isn't that high. I don't think Spähpanzer's alpha isn't that high anyway. So you suddenly find that this tank's characteristics have changed quite a lot, and its ability to handle itself has changed quite a lot, and I actually think it's been would be degraded quite substantially, and I don't think, I think it makes a difference on the armor on the defense side. I think the no penetration RNG makes a difference on the receiver, people getting shot, not the people doing the shooting, because I think dispersion RNG is a far bigger source of missed shots than penetration RNG, in my opinion anyway. But then I only hit with 60% of my shots anyway, so maybe who am I to talk? Maybe there's other people out there who are far better shots than I am, and the other thing makes a much bigger difference. I don't know what the average person's shooting ability is like. Be interesting statistic to see. But I think the whole tank line, every tank would need to be totally rebalanced in the event of implementing a no RNG type game. I just think it's bigger impact. I think the +or -1 matchmaking could be changed one way or the other without really affecting anything structurally in the game, whereas I think the whole game would have to be re-looked at. It would be almost a slightly different game. Although I think if they were doing that, they should probably look into the whole grind and premium ammunition, because I think premium ammunition as well is another thing that makes the RNG thing much more problematic. Are you going to balance the tanks against the fact that everyone's using premium ammunition, or are you going to do it against regular ammunition? Anyway, this guy is definitely AFK. I mean, he's not reacted. There's two of us shooting at him. I've run out of regular ammunition, and we're now down to using heat, which is even slower. Here's the block horror. Show me side turret. The only trouble is there's not very much side turret. But you can see from the size of my balloon reticle there, you know, the deviation is much more of a problem, I think, than the penetration issues. This ISU 152 should have left when he had the chance. And there's just two tanks left. There is the Carnarvon over there. There's three tanks around him, but they don't seem to be making much of an impression. And there is the Scorpion. So I thought I'd go over here to the Scorpion. That Batchat doesn't have a lot of hit points left. And if the Scorpion gets a lucky shot, he could easily kill him. But all of the odds were on the Batchat side. So the Batchat does the job. And it's just the Carnarvon. However, now I'm in open ground. And I fired the Carnarvon and only track him, didn't do any damage actually. But he decides that because I'm there, I'm a one-shot kill, that he's going to take me out before he goes, and well, there it is, he does it. So, just over 2k damage, 50 assisted damage. Well, I suppose we spotted the tanks mostly too early, and where the rest of the fighting was taking place, there was really just me and the Batchat for a long time. And we weren't always shooting at the same targets. So I came number one by experience. And Batchat came third. And now we go on to the other game, which is on Alamein, Team Destruction. So we're on Team Alamein, and this is a Tier 7 game. Top tier, Tier 7. Am I the only light tank in my team? Yes, I'm the only light tank in my team, and there's only one light tank on the enemy team. Name X12T. So I actually deliberately go down with a scouting run at the very start, but I go down the western side of the map. So off I go, and hopefully I will have some people covering me, because there's no fun going off in this map finding a load of enemy tanks and discovering that you have no backup. So we just go down by the railway, and I take the chance of cutting through here, because the enemy spawn point is sufficiently far away. I wouldn't expect to run into anybody. But the problem is by cutting through here. However, my immediate most likely source of support is actually following almost an identical route. So I'm coming up, just peeking the ridgelines there. Oh, no. Didn't turn over the tank. That would have been embarrassing if I destroyed the tank right early. But then I wouldn't be showing it to you guys, would I? Because it wouldn't be, except as a clips video maybe. It wouldn't be a very interesting match. Right, so I'm going to come up here, it's nice and high, and it gives me a chance to sort of hang around and loiter and wait for people to get into position where they can actually support me if I push forward and I don't see anything. Doesn't seem to be anybody there. Nobody directly south of me. So off we go. I have a reasonable number of tanks behind me in locations where they should be able to shoot stuff that I spot. Well, there's the ARL-44. And but he's sitting there in the open. I don't have a clean shot, and he just gets obliterated, so I presume that was artillery. So up I come. He came over this way. He's a reasonably fast, heavy tank. So there might be more. Well, there's one. Churchill. He fired at me or did somebody else fire at me? Somebody fired there. There's one other one. An archer. And the archer is up on the hill. Now he's going to have trouble keeping up with my rotation across him. And while he's up there, he's being shot by everybody. And we found the artillery as well. All we have to do is get past Churchill 7 to get at it. Churchill 7's also taking fire from everyone. And up we come. He's actually waiting for me to shoot him. Because he shoots me back, but he's down to one shot. And he's finished off. So, off we go again. There's nothing to stop me, and I know there's artillery over there at the edge of that ridgeline. Question is, what's over there with him? There he is, the M12. Completely oblivious to my existence. Although I think he's just suddenly realised that he's been spotted. He probably has sixth sense. So, shot in. There is a T-20. There's an OI experimental. Can't let him get away. And we finished the artillery and we discover another artillery. And 3 more tanks and an IKEA 103. Get rid of him. I need to get back into cover because I'm targeted by something. And let's see, can we slip out here and shoot the Absolution? Yeah, we can shoot the Absolution, but as per usual, you're going to hit the spaced armor and it doesn't make any difference. Is that guy coming after me? Yeah, he is. Okay, T-20 coming after me. That's okay, I have friends. So, Mr. T-20. Right, you're taking fire from more than just me. Not from a very big gun, because he's doing 94 point chunks. 88. And we finish him off. So, what's over there? So I'm not spotting that. I don't think so. We have plenty of help. There's the MXF3. There's the Absolution. So if we come around, we should be able to get a few rounds into the Absolution. Do it just a drive-by from behind. There's the OI. I was tempted to go after the artillery at this point, but you know, I thought it might be a little over ambitious. So we got a round in. Did a bit of damage. Allies are damaging these people, so we need to just keep them spotted. The OI is gone. Time to poke up a bit. Pop up. And see what's happening. We're close enough, I think they were constantly proximity detected. Oh yeah, that's something they brought in the new. I just noticed. The latest update, there's a very strong proximity detection ring around your tank now. It's not possible to miss it. So we get the artillery here. Somebody gets the artillery, and there is just 2 tanks left. One of them is the Absolution, just by its very nature, and then I almost capsized my again, but then the T-67 pushes me up onto the rock. So off we go, and we don't lose our tracks. So I don't think we're going to get involved in this final tank, although he's way off out of his zone. He's managed to clear his corner, I guess, but not get unspotted. He could have gone after the artillery, I guess, but I suppose he just decided to dig in and see if he can get the people coming after him. And there is a whole horde of us coming in after him, so it's a question of who finds him first and where he's gone. So he's actually drove back the other way. He's around the other side. That was a big hit. Amarak? Yeah, it looks like an Amarak. Yeah, anyway, that's it. Game over, and a bit more spotting damage this time. So, 1700 damage, 1952 spotting damage. We got a scout medal, 10 detected. First class mastery, and we came #1 by experience. That was a nice score with the Dreadnought. T-34-85 in the top 3. Captured KV-1 in the top 5. It's nice to see low tier tanks doing well. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please press like, comment, share. It really helps the channel out. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. I will catch you all again soon. Bye for now.